So here's the deal. Basically, the collective is kind of like in a divide, and it's like you've got the ones that have done the work and they're getting there, and you've got the ones that, oh, you've got a few divides. The ones that think they're doing the work but are not, and then the ones that just aren't. And it's like the way you can tell is if you are actually elevating, healing, and feeling better, or if you are being manipulative and plotting and scheming. And then you got, you know, the middle people, and it's like, so say you're the ones that are doing the work, you're so protected, like so protected, and then you got the ones that like are on the polar opposite, like doing things towards you potentially. And this is where it's like, it's not going to work. It's just not, because when you're aligning and when you're doing things with your spiritual team who just have you, like my spiritual team is next level. I wouldn't in my other video where I said like if you've got nothing nice to say, then shut up and get my name out of your mouth. It's because it's like, not because I'm gonna do anything, like I wouldn't mess with my spiritual team. They are powerful. I just wouldn't, do you know what I mean? Like, but it's up to you what you do, whether you and yeah, whichever side you choose to be on. A ladybird has just landed right next to me. I didn't even think that they were around at the moment. Hang on a second. I can't tell if it's a poisonous one or not. I'll have to have it. I'm gonna have to see. Hang on, wait. Where's he gone? Oh, I can't tell, but so he's like a little bit like red with a little bit of like orangey. So I don't know, like maybe he's just like right in the middle. So, but he has got loads of spots, and right in the middle, he's got a spot that looks like a black heart. Interesting. I'm not gonna sit and count how many spots he's got, but yeah, well, I'll have to have a little look at the meaning of ladybird, and I'll make a video of it, because when you're going about your day or night or whatever you're doing and an insect or an animal kind of comes onto your path, they bring a message, and you know, if you believe this, cool, and if you don't, like, this is the other thing, if you don't believe me, or like you're not with me on this kind of stuff, and you've listened to a couple of my videos and you're not for it, then why are you still watching? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, and it's like that divide. Just remember that if you're doing the work and you're aligning, you're protected. You're protected, and this will be so frustrating to the ones that aren't, especially if they got bad or ill intention towards you. Then at this moment in time especially, it will just be annoying them so much, because anything that they try to say, do, or anything like that, it will be bounced back at them instantly, or like quite close on, and or just not possible, not just a thing. And there's the right people, things put in places to kind of like protect you with all of this. So, you know, whatever, let it go. Just trust that if you're aligning and you're working with God, source, spirit, the angels, whatever you want to call it, you know, you are protected. The end. And if you're on the other side of this, then you're starting to get really frustrated because you're not able to do all of the negative things, or the manipulation or any of that, and it's not working. Maybe you should just have a little look at you, and then you can kind of like I don't know, choose a better path. Possibly, I don't know. So I just pulled one of the cards, and it says dance, which is celebration. So the ones that have been doing the work, yeah, this is your time to celebrate. This is your time to enjoy the healing energies that are coming through. This is your time to connect with your ancestors through dance and stomping, twerking, and I don't mean twerking just like not like that. It's like twerking like with a big stomp. Do you know what I mean? Like really releasing and letting go of the energy. That is what our ancestors used to do to release and let go of trauma. And it's really good if you do it barefoot on the earth as well. And yeah, just know that like I keep saying, we're moving into a new earth, we're shedding and clearing stuff, so you're either on this end of the scale, this end, or in the middle, and like wherever you're at, whether it be this lifetime, next lifetime, or whatnot, we're going into new earth. There's no like stopping that, so it's happening. Whether you believe it or not, like that's up to you. Eventually you'll be shown and you'll be like, oh my god, how could I not see it? And that's okay, because when we're stuck in dense energies, it's hard to see that. And this comes from trauma as well. This comes from past stuff. This comes from not nice things. So, you know, but then the reason you've been through that is something to do with past lives. Please ignore that munching sound. It's not my baby. It's the puppy. Gnawing on a massive bone. Loving it. She's actually loving it so much. I went into the shop and I was like, have you got them little marrow bones? You know, the little ones? And he was like, that's not a marrow bone. This is a marrow bone. And he pulls out like this huge marrow bone, and I was like, all right, we'll go for that then. I'll take 2, 1 for each dog. And yeah, they're loving it. But of course, that dog wants that one and that one wants that one, and you swap it over, then they want the other. And it's like, wow. So that can relate very much to what's going on, the dynamics with people, you know, like with the whole like the people doing the work and the people not doing the work always wanting the other. I don't think that makes sense. Anyway, so I pulled a card and it's ocean, ebb and flow. So this has got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got the sea and it's got the sunrise. So with the water, this is always about emotions. I also just pulled the card a bit and saw the heron, and the heron is always about patience. So and with the sun rising as well, it's like having patience with yourself, having patience with the healing, and knowing that this is about ebb and flow. If you can actually ride the waves, and if you can actually like enjoy the good and the bad, and know that when there's downs there are ups, and when there's ups there are downs, and just ride it, then you'll be able to get to this sunrise a lot quicker and a lot easier as well. Yeah, because in some of the like shittiest moments that I've had, like where like I had nothing and no one, and then I ended up on a beach with like a beautiful person, and just kind of like watching the sunrise and sunsets, but like everything had gone to shit. But in that moment it was beautiful, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's about finding that, and that's where the gratitude comes in as well. And that's when you can shift your life a lot with gratitude, like a lot. And talking to myself as well with this, because it's like we can get frustrated with everything that's going on, and then we still kind of like want to get to the destination, but it's about enjoying the journey. Oh, that's so cliche. So yeah, the last 2 cards, because I'm not doing a big reading, is the Green Man and Lake, and you got synergy and stillness. Yeah, so also remembering that in the stillness as well, you can get lots of clarity on synchronicities and different things that have happened, and sitting with the emotions as well. If you're running around just doing all the time, once again speaking to myself, and it's like if you then don't get that chance to kind of sit into the emotion. So yeah, I say speaking to myself. Actually, I am quite good with sitting it with it, like. But there has been times where I'm running around so much, and it's not just to get the things done. I'm actually creating jobs to run away from the pain and the energy. But quite recently, probably since my daughter's come along, actually, I've got much better at kind of sitting with it. With breastfeeding and that as well, it's kind of like, yeah, I sit and it's like it is a stillness, which is really good. Yeah, and getting out in nature, of course, which is what I say on all of my readings. And in the stillness as well, you can then get that time to reflect and maybe reflect on some of the shadows as well. That's if you're just entering it, or if you've even been through it all, you know, sometimes to comprehend everything that you've been through, like, wow, it's a lot, do you know what I mean? And one last card then. All right. I know you can't see properly, sorry, you just have to take my words for it. You got release, and this is, yeah, once you've sat there with all of that, then just releasing it. It's time to let it go. It's time to release and let go of anything that, like, isn't serving you energetically and is not for your highest good, like emotionally as well, you know. If it's pulling you down, then yeah, it's time. The end. I was only doing a short reading. Oh yeah, one of the other cards I pulled earlier was letting go. So yeah, releasing and letting go, and you can do ceremonies and rituals to do this. Blah 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 blah. The end.